Hello everybody! Today's video we are going to be talking about seizures. If you are new here, I'm Emily. I have 6 kids, 2 that are special needs. 1 has Angelman syndrome and the other has autism. Now, my son, who is 5, who has Angelman syndrome, suffers from epilepsy, has seizures. So I want to talk to you about seizures and the type of seizure Griffin has and the medication that he is on, and just talk about seizures. So there is a lot of information out there on epilepsy, but I wanted to simplify it for you guys who follow our channel or who are new here, who have children with Angelman syndrome, or any child that or person that has epilepsy. This is from my perspective and what I know about it, so let's get into it. So what is epilepsy? It's excessive brain abnormal activity. A disorder in which nerve cell activity in your brain is disturbed, which causes seizures. So basically, it's abnormal circuitry that's in your brain. That's basically what epilepsy is. So Griffin has Angelman syndrome. He has the UPD version, which is the double male chromosome on his 15th chromosome. He should have a male and a female copy, but he only has double male, and which that means he is missing a gene. He's missing the UBE3A gene, which I believe is part of the problem and why he has seizures. And I know Angelman Syndrome Foundation is working on gene therapy, and it's amazing. Hopefully one day Griffin will be able to get something like that and maybe have a cure one day, but who knows. But back to seizures. So let's talk about the different types of seizures. So the first seizure is called an absent seizure. Griffin definitely has absent seizures. Those are very mild. You almost can't even tell they're happening. They are like staring spells. They're like, or he'll shake for just a second. So he has those, and he has another type too, but we're gonna go through all the seizures. There are tonic seizures, which it's a stiffening of a muscle and you fall backwards. Griffin does not have tonic seizures. Next is atonic seizures. That is where you lose your muscle tone and you drop. That is what Griffin has. I call them drop seizures. And those have happened very infrequent. They are the doozy ones where he actually can get very hurt. He has gotten very hurt because of it, because he cannot, there's no reflex, he just drops. So that is what Griffin has. Now there is clonic seizures, where that one affects your neck, your arms, your legs, jerky movements. I have not seen that from Griffin. Yeah. There is myoclonic seizures, where it will hit you and it almost looks like you're being hit with a jolt of electricity. So you're like, I've never seen that from Griffin either. Those are just another type of seizures. The next seizure is a tonic-clonic seizure. Those are the ones that you hear about in TV and movies and everywhere. Those are the grand mals. Those are the ones where the seizures last for minutes, hours. Very, very, very scary seizures. Those are the ones that no one wants. Those are the ones that can cause serious brain damage. Griffin could definitely get a grand mal seizure. I hope he never does. I will not know what to do with myself. But those are all the seizures, and now we'll talk about medicine and where Griffin is at and what we do to maintain him and keep him safe. And epilepsy can happen with a birth defect, a brain injury, a tumor. It can develop as you get older. I know some kids have it when they're young and then outgrow it. So seizures are common, but they're not really talked about in society because they're very scary. And as a mom of a child with seizures, they have become a lot less scary just because of how I have to deal with it every day. And you know, we have the right doctors in place and the right medicine. So the fear has definitely subsided. But when I tell anybody Griffin has seizures, they look at me like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, like something that is the worst thing you could hear. And it is bad. Like, I'm not saying it's not bad, but I'm just saying I have definitely become immune to it and accept it, and it's not as scary as it used to be. So when Griffin first started having seizures, we had to do an EEG, and that's where they look at his brain waves and to see what's going on. Now, when we first started doing this, we couldn't catch them because seizures are so random. There's not really a way to predict them, especially from a child that is nonverbal, who can't express the feelings and what's going on if things feel different. I know some people that can talk and who have seizures can feel them coming. you know, Griffin can't tell us. So it took us a while, and eventually we caught some seizures on the EEG, and it was good. It's good to see where he was at with his brainwaves. So if you are struggling with seizures, you probably know EEGs are in your future forever, and we've done many of them. So there is no cure for epilepsy. There is an array of medication that is out there that helps people, children with epilepsy. We are on 2 right now. We are on clobazam, I think I'm saying that right, and zonisamide. We are on 2 ml of clobazam twice a day, and the zonisamide we are cutting back right now to see if we can get him off of it and to get him on just 1 medicine, or if they come back, to switch to a different kind of medicine. We don't think the zonisamide is really playing in on his seizure control right now. So Griffin, I would say his seizures are under control. They are not gone. They are not controlled, like where that means he's not having any, but he has tiny seizures every single day, mainly when he's super active, and they're very small. The ones where you can barely see them, staring spells, and then some where he'll be coming up the stairs and he'll just twitch a little bit, like his whole body will just shake a little bit, and then he'll keep going, not affected. His neurologist agrees with me, and she agrees that those are mild. They're not affecting him in his day-to-day living. They don't affect his brain in any way. He just keeps going. So those aren't super important for us to control. Now his drop seizures, we have to control. That's why he's on the medicine, because when he was little, he was falling all over the place. He would just drop. Everything would he'd just have seizures. And even this summer he had one, and he got his face all skinned up because he just fell and had a seizure. So we have to always watch him, and when he's out on the concrete, we have to be right with him, because you just never know. We do have tells sometimes if he's very warm, if he's very active, if he's super happy, which is all the time, but if he's super happy, it can cause a drop seizure. So those are things that I, as a mom, I'm always looking out and watching him to see, and try to be right there just in case. Seizures are just so weird. We will have months with none, and then one day he'll get hit with a ton of them. I don't know why, and they don't know why, but it just is that way. And yeah, it's frustrating. So I hope that explains epilepsy. I hope that explains what Griffin is going through and seizures. And I just want to express, from a mom who has a child with seizures, that it is scary, but to me it is not so scary because the medicine is helping. If the medicine wasn't helping, it would be so awful and life would be a different picture. I would not enjoy living, I don't think, because I would be worried every single day that he would get into a seizure and get hurt. So luckily modern medicine has helped so much, but I just want to tell you, because of the medicine and Griffin being his amazing self, I am not scared of them anymore because of medicine. But I just wanted to say that, because people look at me like, you should be frightened all the time, and I can't be frightened all the time. He is my child, and I have to kind of just push it out of my mind, because if I really think about it, I will be a basket case. I hope this video wasn't all over the place. I was really trying to be accurate with my information and simplify it so it wasn't too overwhelming. There's so much information online, and I know a lot of you follow Griffin's journey and want to know all about him and what he's going through, and we're always going to neurology and always doing things. So this is part of his life that I've never really delved into, and yeah, so thank you for watching. If you have any questions, I can try to answer in the comments. I'll do my best. I'm not an expert, but I'm trying to learn and advocate as much as possible. So yeah, thank you guys. Don't forget, you guys are wonderful. Follow me on all my social media, and we'll see you next time. And please don't forget, guys, you are wonderful.